Welcome to this quick tutorial on how to create your very own alphabet embroidery. This tutorial is more of a loose one. It's more so for inspiration, and I kind of just give you an idea of how you can design your own embroidery. So let's get started. Instead of hand drawing the letter, I printed off a serif font from Canva, and now I'm just drawing directly on it in pencil. When you're drawing and sketching this out, I would recommend keeping your pencil marks pretty light because that way you can easily just erase them. I ended up kind of redoing the design a little bit because I wasn't quite sure if I liked the way I was designing it. Once I was happy with the rough sketch, I just finalized it and made it a little bit more visible with a micron. And I wanted to stitch this on kind of a colorful fabric, so I'm just kind of looking through my fabrics right now to see which one would look the best. And a lot of these fabrics, not all of them, but a lot of the really colorful ones are from Stuart Moore's Textiles, and I'll leave a link to the fabric in the description of this video because I really like the fabrics. You can transfer your embroidery pattern however you like. I am using Floral chalk transfer paper, which I don't always use, but with darker fabrics I find that it helps. It is a little bit tricky because with handling it does kind of fade pretty easily, so you have to be aware of that if you do use this. But otherwise, I'm just using a pen and firmly pressing down on the pattern to transfer it. Now is the next fun part, which is picking out a couple of other colors to use. I didn't want to use a bright white for the lettering, but I wanted something that was a little bit kind of lighter than the fabric, but still kind of in the same kind of reddish pink color. So I chose that and a few other kind of pastel colors to use. I recommend getting started with the outline of the letter first because some of the leaves and flowers are kind of overlapping on it, so I find that working that first makes it easier. So I'm just using a back stitch, and I'm making my stitches really short and even because I find around curves or around kind of sharp turns, it looks better that way. The next stitch that I did was a lazy daisy stitch, which I find is really pretty for little flower petals. Then I filled in the center of those flowers with some French knots. For the viney part of the leaves, I used the stem stitch, and then I filled in each of the leaves lengthwise with a satin stitch. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial and it inspired you. If you want an even more detailed pattern, I have one in my shop and I'll link it in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.